This presentation will introduce you to the Rugby Series videos and provide practical tips for teaching physical education students. Rugby is a sport that is not well known in the United States, but physical education is a great opportunity to increase awareness and teach students new skills. Additionally, teachers should be confident teaching rugby in their physical education class, even if they have little or no experience with the game, and modified rules are acceptable as long as the core skills are still emphasized. This video series will increase teachers' confidence and break down the essential skills for playing rugby. Although rugby is fairly new in the United States, rugby is very popular around the world, especially in countries such as Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. On the international sports scene, rugby is an Olympic sport and teams are very dedicated and competitive. Increased awareness of rugby and exposure to the game can start in the schools, which will lead to greater opportunities to participate in the game in local organizations and travel teams. Next, there's a position for everyone in rugby, whether they're tall, short, skinny, heavier, or even think they're not very athletic. Rugby promotes exception and celebration of all people and athletes, as there are many different positions in the 15 versus 15 game, and everyone's role is very important. In physical education, rugby is a great sport to teach because the skills are unfamiliar, so all students begin on a fairly even skill level. This gives all students a greater opportunity to succeed and increases the engagement and motivation of students to learn. Finally, teaching rugby could connect students with a game they've never heard about but love. Physical education might be the only opportunity they have to be exposed to this game, so physical educators should be proud to teach a wide range of sports, especially underrepresented sports and global games. The skills in the Rugby Skills series, listed from fundamental to advanced, are the cage carry, pop pass, lateral pass, punt, and dropkick. Rugby will be unfamiliar to almost all students, so start with familiarizing students with the ball and letting them play and learn how the ball responds to their movements. Students should then be taught how to carry the ball correctly so that they develop good habits early on and are less likely to turn over the ball. Throughout the unit, teachers should constantly remind students that they cannot pass the ball forward, because this results in a turnover. Reiterate this when teaching the pop pass and lateral pass, and also tell students that the pop pass is for teammates close to you running onto the ball, and the lateral pass is for longer passes to an open teammate. Finally, the punt and dropkick are specialized skills, with the difference between them being that the dropkick, the ball hits the ground before the foot contacts it. In competitive games, the dropkick is used to restart play, and the punt is used during play, and there are additional rules related to each kick as well. Some learning activities for rugby skills are independent or partner skills practice of any of the skills and group passing drills. Group passing is great because students get a lot of repetitions in a short period of time, and the drill can be set up so that the students are forced to pass backwards, which builds good habits. Furthermore, small-sided games help students test their skills against their peers. And multiple offensive players versus slightly less defensive players, such as a 3-on-1, is beneficial to start because it increases the offensive success rate. Accuracy challenges are another activity in which students can test their throwing range and precision, as well as practice improving their technique and power. Finally, full-sided 7-on-7 games of touch rugby with modified rules are a good activity to play once students have learned all of the basic skills and are comfortable following slightly modified rugby rules. Thank you for watching, and please watch the Rugby Skills series videos.